All right, folks, we got day 2, or part 2 of the roots of how Digman Fitness got started here. We're going to drive out of town in P Vegas, Platteville, Dairyland here. Had another request on how I got started outside of, or before I moved up to Madison. So we're just we're taking a little drive here, a little tour, just going south Platteville here, connecting on to County D. Head into actually the farms, Digman Farms, and now Digman Construction. There was a patch of grass, actually a yard where I used to do a lot of the training outside. You know, like a day like today, if it's raining, we got on the rain jacket and stuck it through. So it's kind of a unique experience a little bit in itself. So we're just kind of coming up here. This is an interchange that we're crossing over now that never used to be here, but when it did, my aunt and uncle's house moved down the road. But this yard we're coming up on right here, where this tree line is where I did a lot of the outside training. And the grain bins here and this dairy farm is where I grew up here. So this is all Digman grain now, and we're driving up on Digman grain and Digman Construction here. So here's the offices, and I'll pull up into the driveway here. A lot of this stuff was never here before, but this used to be an open patch where I would do a lot of the outside training, which is all just equipment for our construction business now. So this is the roots before Digman Fitness on Seabold Road in Madison, Wisconsin. Did a lot of cool training out here. A lot of strongman training is kind of where it started, as I trained in between season on track and field and throwing. I'll take you guys out now to the red shed, the famous red shed where I considered using on days like this. So I needed a little bit of a shelter. Not a lot of overhead, obviously. A lot of this land here is owned by us. So it made it a unique opportunity for me to start my business. So we're pulling out here. This is the new College Farm Road. This road up here to the right will lead to Madison. To the left, that'll lead to Dubuque, Iowa. So on to the left, right up here, you'll see the stomping grounds where I grew up, in the house that I lived in. And just behind that is the dairy barn where we milk cows, and then the pasture. So driving down the road, what we called driving down the dirt path, which is no longer here where the corn is, but when we wanted to go to Grandma's house, we had to stay on the dirt path. Take the Case International B down the dirt path, or the bikes, all the time during the summer. So coming up on Harley Drive right now, where a lot of the family lives. This house was moved from where I was just previously at, up on the hill. This was Grandma's house, which is now Aunt and Uncle's house. And the red shed is just down the road here. So this is where I would take a few clients and train them. So it's a lot of good open field here. That was basically pasture and cornfield at one time, but these houses just went up. They're all part of the family. So approaching the red shed before Digman Fitness in Madison. Another one of our houses here that is rented out to a cousin. So a lot of the stuff in the shed right now is just storage, but the squat rack, a few kettlebells, and dumbbells is all I had in here when I started training. Just gonna turn around here. So it's just basically an upstairs open space with all the equipment in it. There you have it, folks. There's the famous red shed where the Roots were started before I moved to Madison, Wisconsin. Stay tuned, folks. Have fun and good luck.